Now I realized that I should have power washed it before I disassembled it, but now it's already too late, so I'm gonna continue working like that. It is off. So here it is. I found out that I have to replace the drive belt as well because it's worn and it's hard. It's almost like a plastic. It's not a rubber anymore, and you can see over here that some of the insides of the are sticking out already. The other thing that I have to worry about is there is definitely oil leak. There is definitely an oil leak. You can see it, but it's nothing major, and most of the inside of this drive chair over here is this boxy thing is dry, so there is no signs of oil going in the engine through here. I'm sorry, I just saw something suspicious, so I'm gonna have to remove this part over here and this part over here, this because of the leak behind it, and I'm gonna have to replace the belt anyway, so I'm gonna continue with that. But because I'm losing daylight, I'm gonna jump to the other one, since there I have to only disassemble the head and pull the piston out of it, out of its place. So I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna come back to this one and I'm gonna finish the job. Look at this, guys. Piece of the belt. Here it is. You can see. You can probably see the cracks. Finally, look at it. It is cracked all over the place, and there are missing pieces. So this is toasted. Man. This is the oil pump, and I'm gonna have to test it separately. This is the belt for the oil pump. Now all it makes sense. I was struggling to understand how is this even possible. Oil is coming through this part over here, which is not supposed to be coming out of, and I was wondering why there is a hole in this area when it's supposed to be tapped on this end. It's not normal for this to be like that, and now I figured it out. There was a piece of metal. There was a piece of metal in this end, but apparently someone hit this the other axle that goes in this hole with the hammer and pierced this part over here, because I found the missing pieces. Here they are. They were near the starter. So this thing is like that, and it was like a cap on the end of the bearing that you saw, and someone hit that and broke this thing. So now the oil is going inside of the drivetrain, which is not supposed to happen, and I'm gonna have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to make some sort of a bracket to remove the bearing that supports the wheel, because the bearing is loose, worn, and this is my chance to replace that as well. And as you saw, the seal behind the bearing needed some replacement. So in order to take the bearing out, I'm gonna use this device, because if I directly start hammering as I did before, it is very dangerous. I might end up breaking this piece that is aluminium. So to do this the way that I did with the hammer, I have to disassemble this from the frame and put it on a stand, so it is gonna have a support behind, but this is way too much work, so I'm gonna just use this thing and try to get the bearing out like that, like this. So and just like that, the bearing is out. Rather simple way, but effective.